Alright, so Fate Grand Order fans, Honkai Star Rail players, and basically anyone who loves top-tier crossovers, this one's for you. The Fate Stay Night collaboration has officially been announced, and with it, we're finally getting two of the most iconic characters from the Unlimited Bladeworks route, Saber and Archer. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything we know about them right now, confirmed info, early visuals, official posts, and what you can expect from both units in terms of gameplay and story integration. Whether you're hyped to pull or just want to understand what this collab brings to the table, this will give you a full breakdown of what's coming. Save up to 25% on the current banners at lootbar.gg. All you need is your UID and server. The link is in the description. Let's start with the announcement itself. The event is called Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail, and it's going live on July 11th at 12 p.m. UTC +8. That's right at the start of Phase 2 of version 3.6, and from then until the patch ends, you'll have access to the full collab content. So yeah, it's not a permanent addition, and once 3.6 ends, this is likely gone. If you're planning to get involved, make sure you log in during that window. That part's important. Now let's talk Archer, who is officially confirmed as a free 5-star character. Yeah, not a 4-star, not a trial unit, a free full-fledged 5-star. You don't need to roll for him. All you need to do is log into the game anytime between July 11th and the end of version 3.6. And once you do, Archer, aka Emiya Sharu from the Fate universe, is yours. That alone makes this collab one of the most generous ones we've seen in Star Rail so far. We've had some great login rewards in the past, but nothing on this level when it comes to giving away limited cross-universe characters. Archer will be joining the game as a quantum character on the Hunt Path, which immediately tells us a few things. The Hunt Path specializes in single-target damage, and when combined with the quantum element, it's usually a sign of high-precision, boss-targeting DPS. Quantum is often paired with mechanics that mess with the enemy's toughness bar and delayed quantum entanglement, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has some tricky mechanics layered into his playstyle. While we don't have his full kit yet, it's fair to expect a role similar to characters like Seal. Quick, efficient eliminator types who shine in elite fights and focused boss phases. From a lore perspective, his description in the announcement is exactly what you'd expect from Emiya. Lines like, "He always remains justice's steadfast companion," and the reference to countless grand ideals incinerated before that red and sacred cloth directly tie into his complex backstory. For those unfamiliar, Archer isn't just a sniper-type unit, he's a literal walking contradiction, someone who fights to protect others even while denying his past choices. And it's nice to see that Hoyoverse isn't just bringing his combat role over, but also respecting that depth in the way they present him. On the other side of the banner, we've got Saber. And yes, it's Artoria Pendragon, the King of Knights herself. Unlike Archer, though, Saber is not free. She'll be featured as a limited 5-star character in the gacha during the collab event. You'll need Star Rail special passes to roll for her, and if you're aiming for Eidolons, good luck. Because just like any other limited 5-star, those don't come easy. That said, her path and element combo is spicy. Saber is a wind character on the destruction path, which puts her in the same archetype as characters like Clara or Blade, but with wind, which is relatively rare for destruction units. Wind in Star Rail tends to revolve around damage over time effects, movement-based skills, or high-speed rotations, while destruction is focused on raw, single-target and area of effect damage, often with some self-sustain or HP-based scaling. What makes Saber particularly interesting is that wind plus destruction could open the door to a hybrid style of play, something that works both for clearing waves and for boss damage. And in the announcement, there's a line that really stands out. With the sword in the stone offering its choice once more, how shall she shatter the illusions of the past? It feels like they're not just slapping her into the roster for fan service. There's a thematic arc being told through her arrival, and that gives me hope that her abilities will be just as iconic as her story. Now, here's something to note. There were earlier leaks and insider discussions, not confirmed in the official announcement, that suggested SABER might have built-in resistance penetration or unusually high base damage multipliers. Specifically, people were talking about her potentially melting a new high-level boss with over 2.4 million HP per phase, even when that boss has defensive resistances. I want to stress that we don't have final stats, and none of this has been confirmed officially, so treat that part with caution. But it does make sense based on her archetype if Hoyoverse wants her to feel powerful out of the gate. So now that we know what they do, let's talk synergy for a second. Archer and SABER actually pair really well conceptually. Archer, being single-target focused, is great for bossing and precision execution. SABER, with the potential for hybrid damage and stronger wave clear, could handle crowds or early-stage enemies. If you're building a team around them, imagine SABER softening up the field while Archer cleans up the remaining high-threat targets. That's a naturally synergistic rotation. Even without knowing their kits fully, the elemental and path roles just fit together. Also, if you're into lore or aesthetics, these two just look incredible side by side. SABER's blue and gold Holy Grail war visuals contrast beautifully with Archer's red and black projection magic. Just seeing them together on the battlefield is going to be a visual treat for Fate fans. Before we wrap up, one last reminder. This event is limited to version 3.6, and we've seen from past collabs that reruns for this kind of content aren't guaranteed at all. If you want SABER, you're going to need to roll during this event window. And if you want Archer, don't forget to log in between July 11th and the end of the patch, or you'll miss your chance to claim him completely for free. So, how are you feeling about this collab? Are you planning to go all in on SABER's banner? Or are you just here to grab Archer and build a new Quantum Hunt team? Personally, I'm excited to test Archer against some Forgotten Hall bosses and see how he stacks up against units like Seal or Dr. Ratio. And if SABER's kit really does hit those big multipliers, I might just be tempted to go deeper into that banner than I planned. Let me know what kind of team comps you're thinking about, especially if you're planning to run these two together. I want to hear what combos you're cooking up, whether it's for lore, synergy, or just aesthetics. This is the kind of crossover we don't get often, and honestly, I think Hoyoverse is doing it justice. And, of course, as soon as we get more details about their full kits, skills, multipliers, anything official, I'll make sure to break it all down right here. So, if you don't want to miss those updates, make sure to subscribe. Save up to 25% on the current banners at lootbar.gg. All you need is your UID and server. The link is in the description.